All right, so today I want to talk about reverse engineering success. Now, there's two parts to it. Most of my videos have two parts to it, I've noticed. Uh, First one being to reverse engineer success, you actually have to understand what you need to be successful. Most people are trying to make $1 million a year. That's like the money number. Like, let's all make $1 million a year because that's what successful people do. Look, you don't need to make $1 million a year. You don't even have to make $100,000 a year if you don't need it. The funny thing about success is you're reaching the level of success or reaching a point in your life where you are content and happy with where you're at. So if you need 100,000 or 200,000, quarter mil, you need $1 million to be successful. My first question would be, why do you need the $1 million? It sounds like you have a spending habit because if you need $1 million, that means you're spending $1 million. Look, if you reduce your expenses, if you don't have a house that's way outside of what you actually need, if you don't have a car that's way outside of what you need, if you have all this stuff, let's say, a massive house that's just you and your old lady, or just you, and you have like a 4-bedroom, 3-bath house that's costing you like $1,800 a month to $2,500 a month. If you got a car that's like a $50,000 car, you're trying to do the welding thing, you got a truck that's like an $80,000 truck with all your tools and everything in it, you start adding all these things up that's more than what you actually need. It's just trying to, make up, show off to the Joneses, I guess, or something. If you have more than what you need, you're going to need more to fulfill that, to find success. You could be drowning making $100,000 a year if you have gone out and spent so much more than what you had at the time that to pay off those debts, you need an astronomical amount of money. What if we reverse that, though? What if you were living in a house that was all that you needed, slightly even smaller maybe, for the time being? Follow along with me. What if you had a truck that just got the job done and a weld machine that got the job done? It wasn't fancy. It wasn't anything amazing and, everyone oohed and awed over it. If it just got the job done, let's say you cut your expenses in half, then you'd only need half as much to be successful, right? So I was just wanting to kind of throw a new thought in it. It's like, look, quit trying to get this mass amount of money, because money is just a tool. With business, all you need is as much as you need to expand if you want to expand, but don't overspend yourself. Remember that business is to sustain your lifestyle. It's not your lifestyle to sustain a business. You could get consumed. If you get consumed by the business, you've missed the whole point entirely. Look, your business was just for you to gain control of your life, to have the lifestyle you wanted. But if you're not even living the lifestyle you wanted with a business, you were better off never starting a business in the first place and just taking your 2 weeks of vacation every year as an employee. That's my honest opinion. So, reverse engineer success. Don't have so much debt. Reduce the debt and you won't need as much. You don't need $1 million a year to be successful. You could be just as successful with $80,000 a year, $70,000 a year, whatever it is. If you reduce your expenses, you're already on the track to being successful. Remember, everything is two-sided. You have your offense and you have your defense. You can't avoid either or. You got to be offensive in getting income and capital coming in, multiple streams of revenue. That's all well and good, but remember defense. Remember the other one. Remember that you also need to make sure you're not spending more than you're gaining and not have more debts than you can pay at this time, starting out in life. You can't live a 50-year-old life when you're 20 years old. Meaning, you're not going to have the big house and the fancy cars and all the things that a 50-year-old has, because he's lived 30 years of his life. He's compounded to that point. Hopefully, he can afford all that at that age. So, stop comparing yourself. Don't compare yourself to others. And that's the second part of this, is when you are successful for yourself, you need to recognize that. Recognize you're successful for yourself. Stop comparing your success to others' success. And I feel that is the danger with social media. I love social media. As you guys know, I'm all over the place. I'm using it to the best of my ability. But if you use it just to, what is it? You're looking at people, you're just stalking them, Facebook stalking or whatever. You're stalking people, see their success and compare your life to their life, and you don't feel successful because you don't have what they have, or you're not living the life that they seem to be living. You're missing the whole point. For one, I hope by now, if you guys have been following me for any amount of time, you know that this is just like a microsecond of my entire life, of anyone's entire life. Anything you see on social media is just a small, tiny blip of everything that's going on in their life. So what you deem success and perfect could very well be somebody just putting on a front. It could be somebody just, I don't know, taking out $25,000 loan, taking all that money, throwing it on a bed, taking a picture of it, and then putting it back in the bank. I don't know. There's so much fakeness going on right now. So don't ever compare your success to other people's success, because you don't know what they actually have for success. They could be up to debt and, in debt up to their eyeballs with that fancy car and that big house just to show off. At the end of the day, they're not any more successful than you are. So remember, do not compare your success to other people's success, because you will always find that success empty. Know what success is to you, achieve it, and then be content in the success you have for yourself. If you're not content, continue pushing. That's what life is. You consistently grow. You're never going to get to a point, plateau, and be happy there for the rest of your life. But know that with each and every step, be content where you're at. Do not compare yourself. And reverse your success theory. Don't look for trying to get more money. Start looking for the other side as well. Getting more money in the door and start spending less. And that is my deep thought for you guys today. Let me know what you guys think about the video. I hope you have a great day. As always, I'll talk to you later.